for a road dig permit. This town, I think, was $5,000, but plan on some fees and unexpected expenses.
Sun crawls up slow through the canyon haze, cold steel waiting where the frost still lays. Boot in the gravel, coffee in hand, first cut of morning in stubborn land. Bucket swings low like an old church bell, echo through hollows where the coyotes yell. Some men pray and some men wait, some men dig through dirt and slate.
There's a white truck parked by the cedar line, painted letters worn by time. John Ray Excavation on the door in red, where the hard ground breaks and the pipe runs fed.
Skylar, John Ray Excavation again. On this video, I'm going to walk you through what I look for when I go to a job and what I'm thinking the problems that I'll face while I'm doing it. So right here is a sewer replacement we're going to do. They've already cambered the line, and these blue marks and yellow marks are kind of where the sewer runs. He's marked, this is the main. There's a 45-degree elbow there that's about 6.5 feet down. But one thing we're going to contend with is this Google fiber line. And I know it's that because there's a G for Google, and this diamond shape means fiber. Also, there's marks here in the middle of the road that are green. Green means sewer. So it could be, I don't know, the sewer should be over there, but they could have either marked it wrong, maybe at 45's over, or there's another sewer line here. So got to be careful with that. There's a valve down there for a fire hydrant. This blue line means water. Then we've got another Google fiber there. Then from that, we're pretty clear. See, they've wrote CTL. Okay, that means whatever phone line that is. Orange means phone or communications. That's okay. Power's overhead. You always look for power, gas, communication, water, sewer. Gas is over there. There's a meter on the house. See those yellow flags? The gas goes that way, so that's out of our way. He's cutting around the clean out. That's where it comes out of the house. And then he's gonna cut that concrete out of the way, and we'll get that out of there and tie on right at the house and work our way back this way to the road. And we're gonna dig through the road. Okay, now that I've looked at all the utilities that are in the way, that's one caution. The next is, well, we're digging in a road, so we're gonna need, whatever city you work with, there's gonna be a road permit or a right-of-way permit, whatever they need. Also, we're gonna have to shut this road down because we're digging all the way across it. If we were in just part of it, we could maybe direct traffic around it, but where we gotta dig all the way across, we gotta shut this road down. So we need to figure out what the city requires for that, for road closure and proper barricades, things like that to go across the road. This isn't that busy of a road, so I think we could just shut it down here and then way down there. And then another caution is the depth. So right here is six feet deep. Anything over 4 feet should have a shoring, sorry. Then finally, what you'd look for is the materials. So I like to watch the camera video to see what we would need to connect to. I know that the tie-on in the road is gonna be concrete of some sort, so there needs to be a way to transition to that. Usually there's a flexible coupler with the steel banding around it that you can connect to that makes it strong. And then up by the house, it's probably going to be cast iron coming out of the house, so you'll need a fitting there to connect onto that. And then it's also 88 feet, so I'd probably get 100 feet worth of pipe to clean out at the house. So figured, a little bit for that and a cap. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Another thing I look for when I'm looking at a job is how is the access? Now, when you're looking at where you're going to dig on a sewer line, say, you think, oh, it's just a 3-foot trench. It shouldn't take that much room. You got 6 feet wide. You could dig it, no problem. You got to remember, if you're digging down 6 feet or so, 3-foot wide trench, your spoils are going to be, 10, 12 feet wide and 6, 7 feet tall. That's something to think about. And also, when you pile it on the sides, ideally you like to have it the spoils about 2 feet beyond the edge of your trench. That's how OSHA would like it. I know not every case is like that, but you should have your trench plus 12, 13, 14 feet excess on one side or the other to pile dirt for sewer. There was one job I did that was in the guy's driveway. He demoed all the concrete out, which was no big deal, but it was 8 feet deep through his driveway. He had his house on one side, a fence on the other, and maybe, I don't know, 8 feet total. 10, well, maybe it's like 10 feet. I'm rating probably 10 feet wide total. So digging through there, I could pile a little bit of dirt, but 90% of it, every scoop, I had to take a scoop back all the way down his driveway, past the house, then turn, throw it on the lawn, then back all the way in there again, take another scoop, back all the way out. I mean, that took like probably an extra day from what it would normally take, just because how tedious that was. So access is definitely a huge thing to look for. And it's not just the trench you're digging. You got to have somewhere to put all that dirt, because when you dig it up, it also fluffs up, because that dirt's tightly compacted, and when you break it up, you're loosening it, and it becomes a lot more than what you took out. That's why you got to compact it so hard, get it back in there. And sometimes even then, it doesn't all go back in, and you have to haul some away. But anyway, access is a major thing you want to look for when doing any job, really, because that can affect the price a lot, and because it affects the number of days and the hours that you're working there.
Okay, we got this one wrapped up. Got it ready for asphalt anyways. This is what it looks like now. We made the tie-in about right here. Now, another thing to note is what is your city's regulations for digging in the road? Because this one, usually I dig a 3-foot trench, 3 feet wide. I'll cut it about 4 feet wide, so it's a little bit wider, but this one wants to go 2 feet on this side of the trench and 2 feet on this side of the trench before you make your cut. So it has 2 feet of solid ground and then your trench. So this whole thing's 7 feet wide. So if you're not planning for those kind of things, it can really mess you up. Also, another thing with permits is they vary greatly from city to city. Like this town, I think was $300 to $500, but in another town, it's $5,000 for a road dig permit. And then they give you $1,500 of that back upon, passing. Yep, road's closed, but whatever. Upon their approval of how you restored the road, got the asphalt back, they'll give you $1,500 back, and they take their sweet time doing that. So just plan on some fees and unexpected expenses. Also, traffic control. We have the road closed over there. Got this sign. We got signs down there saying detour, turn around. But yeah, digging through the road is no easy job. It's definitely a lot to think about. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.